You see this mushroom right here? That is a morel. There's another one right there. Now, most likely, if you clicked on the video, you know what a morel is. So I'm not going to bore you with that too much, but these two are the first two that I've found this year. There you go, there's another one right there, and another little one next to it that you can't see from here, but yeah, these are the first two I found this year. It's been warm for a while. It's April 3rd, so this is about the normal time for every year, and we just got a bunch of rain last night, which is probably what brought them on. So I'm going to go today and see if I can find a bunch of these. Okay, so it's been like 2 weeks since those first ones that I found there. I've been hunting several times, haven't found hardly anything. It's been really dry lately, so it's not very good. But I went yesterday, and I found 20. And now I'm out here again today, and I've just got to my spot, and I've found a couple so far. So I think we might actually be doing good now. We've got these two here. A little guy and then a slightly bigger one here. We've got another little one right here. I'm just here kind of in the middle of nowhere back in a holler. It's been a pretty good spot the past couple of years. I'm not sure why I'm finding them right around in here specifically. We've got this beech tree here, which generally isn't what you look for morels, and then that right there I think is a sweet gum tree, which I'm not for sure if that's supposed to be a good one or not. Alright, well, this isn't a mushroom, but it's still pretty cool. It's a very, very chewed up deer shed. It's been a while since I found one of these. This looks like it would have been a pretty nice one, but the mice and voles and things have gotten to it already, so I believe I'll leave it there for them. You know, they found it first, so. I almost just had a heart attack. About 2 inches away from my foot. I just about stepped on it. That would have been devastating. Would have taken me months to recover from that. That's a decent one. So I'm right here next to this big, almost dead ash tree, which is a very good tree to look around. If you find ash trees, they're one of the better ones. Oh, I just saw that over there. I just saw that one. That is a nice one. Okay, alright, this is a good spot. But yeah, ash trees are very good to look around. Whether they're alive or dead, you should always look around one if you find one, because they oftentimes, if they have some around them, they'll be the big ones, what most people would call the yellow morel, which color doesn't actually tell you what variety it is unless it's the black morels. This one here, I'm going to keep it just because I can, but I'm probably not going to eat this. It's in really rough shape. But anyways, yeah, a yellow morel will actually start out gray when it first sprouts or comes up. And then it'll kind of turn a whitish color as it grows bigger, and then it will turn yellow. But yeah, this here. And I look up and there's another one right there. I've looked around this tree every year for like the past, oh crap. Anyways, I've looked around this tree every year for like the last 4 years and have never found anything. This is the first time. And I'm glad I came over here because these are some nice mushrooms. These are what you want to find a couple hundred of. And you always want to sit for a minute and look around, because even when they're this big, they can be incredibly difficult to see. I walked right past these two. You also always want to be sure to move around when looking at an area, because you would be amazed what you can find just by taking a few steps to a different spot. Like, it's insane sometimes. You'll sit in one spot for 5 minutes and not see anything. You'll walk 3 feet to the left and suddenly find 5. Okay, so we got this one right here now, which is another nice one. I'm quite a ways away from that ash tree I was just at, but I'm right next to a hickory tree now, which normally I don't find too many around a hickory tree. There's another one right there. But I have heard they're really good, and I have found a couple around them before. This now makes a couple more. There's another little guy right there. I was just walking over here because once again, we have a big half-dead ash tree. You can see it's still got some green leaves up there, but also a lot of dead. So I was like, I better look around that one. And I can see one right there. Let's see if there's some more. I have taken 2 steps, and I see another one right there. That is good. Okay. There's the first one I saw. There's the second one I saw. That one looks like a particularly big one. Right there is one. There's one. There's that one. And there's that one. This guy's in kind of rough shape, but once again, I am taking it back because I can. Okay, I finally found a couple more. I found like 5 more little ones after those big ones I found, and then nothing for like a half an hour. But I got these 2. All right. So I'm right here next to this big tulip poplar tree now, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have also just noticed a 6th, quite large one right over there. That's a pretty nice one. All right, so right around there, around that poplar tree is where I just found all of those. And I then walked up through here around the top of that tree, on back around over there, all the way around through here, down along the creek, over there on the other side of the creek around some of those trees, and then walked back up to the poplar tree again to look around it again, because like I said, a change of direction can make all the difference in the world. And lo and behold, There's another nice one right there. Would not have liked to leave this guy behind. Another big tulip poplar tree. And another big mushroom. Okay, so I'm not even joking when I say my heart skipped a beat when I saw this one. There he is right there. Now you can't really tell on the camera how big it is, so I'll get a bit closer. Alright, I'm a bit closer now, and well, here's my hand next to it, and I have somewhat large hands. If I had anything on me that I could actually, like, you know, really compare to it, like a quarter or something, I would put that there, but unfortunately I do not, but I can do that when I get back to the house. This is most likely the largest morel I have ever found. And I'm in a spot here. I've looked, there's a giant poplar tree that I found next to, but yeah, I've looked here several years in a row. It's always looked like such a good spot, and I've only ever found a couple little ones. And I was just walking through here thinking, man, I would love to just look over and see one that was like 1.5 feet tall. And now this one here ain't 1.5 feet tall. It's maybe 7 inches, 8 inches tall, but obviously I'm not actually going to find one 1.5 feet tall. That was just me exaggerating to myself. This is really nice. I'm gonna savor picking this one. I'm gonna cut this one off instead of pinching it off because I want to get every bit of it. There we go. That is a nice mushroom. It's a good thing I found it too, because it's starting to dry out, but I just found it in time to where it's still actually edible, maybe. I'm quite happy about that. I don't have to find anything else today. Okay, so I just found another one. Not as big as the last one, but still a very nice one. This is quickly turning into one of the best mushroom hunting trips I've ever been on. Not necessarily in numbers, but definitely in size. Alright, so I did not find any more. This is what we got here. There's 31 of them. I have an aluminum can over here, you know, the standard unit of measurement. As of course is the big one. You can see it's like twice the size of all the others I've found. I'm still very happy about this. I don't even have to find anything else this year. If all I find is this one, I am happy. It is a good year. But yeah, that is everything that we've gotten today. It wasn't too bad of a trip. Not a lot numerically speaking, but they are a lot bigger than what I normally find. So I'm happy about that.